Hello and welcome to game number 1 between DeMusliM and DIMAGA. DeMusliM will be playing as the red Terran player at the upper left hand corner, whereas DIMAGA will be playing as the yellow Zerg player at the lower right hand corner. This is GG for Ace, and patch 1.2 has bring about several changes. One of the main changes is you can no longer block off with a 2x2 structure such as a supply depot or a pylon, which forces the Terran player to sort of block off with 2 barracks or a barracks and factory, and you can no longer do it with the supply depot. And that is what DeMusliM is doing here. He will be getting early 2 barracks, and it appears that DiMaga has gotten the hatchery at 16 or so drones, so that is a little bit more delay going for the economical build. And I think DeMusliM is going to make more and more SCVs. He is not going to be getting that refinery at this moment, and his opponent I think is going to try to snipe off that SCV that is currently building the barracks. And of course there is an SCV running across the map for DeMusliM, and he will be coming into the base of DiMaga. DiMaga has not yet scouted the back, I believe. He has not yet checked if his opponent is getting gas, so he does not know his opponent is not getting gas. That would be one very useful piece of information that he is currently lacking, and the SCV is going to come over to the side and find the natural expansion of DiMaga. DiMaga does have 1 drone chasing him, and he also has 1 overlord going to the natural expansion of the Terran player, DeMusliM. DeMusliM is also going to be sending an SCV. Both players are just scouting at the moment, and it appears that there's going to be double Marines, double time being produced doubly by the doubly barracks. And there's absolutely no production on the refinery, no gas getting, I mean. So this will just be a lot of Marines. More Marines are coming out, and there's going to be a queen along with an extractor. This could be very dangerous. A late hatchery, late spawning pool, and also more and more economical build is very, very dangerous, especially against a bunch of Marines. Marines are coming out, and these Marines are not going to stop. He's also going to be making more supply depots. He has still not yet gotten a gas. DeMusliM is going to go gasless this round, and he is going to be running into the drone. So DiMaga does know he is coming. He will be making some of those Zerglings. Zerglings are being morphed in at this moment, and it appears that there's going to be 2 more barracks going up on the west side of the map, and I don't think he's caught a win of this. He might suspect it, but he definitely does not have vision of it just yet. DeMusliM will be having 4 barracks. He will be making Marines 4 at a time, 2 at his main base, 2 on the side there. Marines coming in for the first time, and there's going to be 5 Marines, and against a pack of Zerglings, he should be able to hold this off DeMusliM. I mean DiMaga, and he is coming here. Good cut off by the Zerglings, even though they don't have the metabolic boost, and the Marines are doing quite a bit of damage, but not as good as DeMusliM's hold off. He did manage to put down a creep tumor there, so he does not have all the injections. He does not have all of the injections that he could have had. Army size is at 29 versus 39. These Zerglings chasing around this 1 Marine going back to the base, and the final barracks is going to go up very, very soon. He will have production from all 4 barracks, and the Zerglings are going to run to the base. At this time, he still does not see this barracks over here, and he does have enough Marines to probably defend this set of Zerglings. The Zerglings will fall back. More and more Marines are being built, and there's another barracks. This is a 5 barracks push from DeMusliM. I suspect there's going to be a second gas going up for DiMaga. DiMaga does not yet have anything. He is going for a very economical build. By anything I mean no Roach Warren and no Bailings. That's only Zerglings so far. He is researching the metabolic boost, and once again he is going to take a peek at that tower, and that tower will not give vision of the impending doom of these barracks. Marines are coming out the middle. He is making more and more drones. The army size is going to be a 43 versus 40 advantage for the Terran player the first time, and this Zergling will catch a glimpse of those Marines coming out. He will know that there's a ton of Marines and also some SCVs on his way, and he is going to make roaches. I think this might be exactly what he needs. He has a lot of Zerglings. Unit counting station shows 16 Zerglings, 2 Queens versus 19 of those Marines. Marines are coming in here with the SCVs. SCVs are going to push inside. That's a lot of SCVs. This is almost an auto push. There's only about a handful of SCVs inside the base. Marines coming in here will be trying to kill off some of these drones. SCVs in hand, tanking for the Marines. Marines coming around to the side. We'll be taking down the Overlord. DiMaga is supply block. DeMusliM's and Marines pushing in. There's still a lot of Marines. These SCVs are acting like permanent force fields on the ramp. Very, very good play there. And Zerglings are trying to spawn. He is going to try to get in here, but these SCVs will not die quickly enough. And the Marines are absolutely laying waste to the drones. And the Zerglings of DiMaga. DeMusliM simply cannot hold this too long. DeMusliM is pushing forward. He might be able to snipe off this queen on the side as well. More and more Marines reinforcing 4 at a time being produced out of those bunkers. I mean barracks. And the Zerglings are finally getting a hold of those Marines, but they're still trying to get in there, and the income tab will show that the MAGA is very, very behind of the Muslim, and the Muslim will be able to push this with just Marines. I can't believe it. And the MAGA is going to have a total of 6 Zerglings left along with 8 drones. And I think that might be GG. I can't believe that just happened. That is a great all-in push from the Muslim there. Very, very nice control with those SCVs. Force fielding the ramp with his SCVs. Marines are coming here, finishing off the hatchery, still doing some micro. More and more Marines coming out. The Marines will gather very, very shortly, and there are more Marines than there are Zerglings, which is never a good sight. Marines still microing very well, and he's going to kill off a lot of these Zerglings. Zerglings will not be able to kill off too many of those Marines. He does manage to kick down 2 of those Marines at last, and 2 more Zerglings coming out, and of course the income at this point is just ridiculous. About 3 times the amount of income for the Terran player than for the Zerg player. Terran player is going to come in here. The MAGA is forced to GG. Stay tuned for game number 2. Thanks for listening, and hope to see you guys at the next game. So while I was taping this episode, I started to try to not to cough, and then I stemmed it off for like 30 or 40 seconds. I don't know if you can tell from the audio. I could totally tell it was really awkward for a while. And then suddenly I coughed, and it sounded like I was dying or on the verge of death or on my last breath, so I had to stop the video and do it all over again. So that's why there's a little blip in the video, so I had to connect 2 videos that were not really connected. So if you rewatch it, it's a little bit obvious. Comrade of the East, this is just filler, so you don't think the game ended or it ended or something or other. And let me know in the comment if you guys ever had that experience of trying to hold in something like a fart or a cough or some sort of a bodily function, and then it turned out really bad, as it just did for me. Anyway, see you guys at the next game.